Despite geographic distances, Vietnam and Iran share similarities, collectively aspire for building prosperous countries, happy people, equitable, democratic and civilized society. The diplomatic relation was officially established in August 4, 1973, and during the long history of the relationships, in spite of differences in the regions and the world, the two countries have sustained the relationships, cooperations, and mutual assistance in national defense, constructions, and development. During a half of century, Vietnam and Iran have remained the ties and traditional friendly relationships on the basis of mutual respect and understanding. Political trust is a treasure to tighten the relationships of the two countries for fruits. On politics, the two parties regularly exchange high-ranking and diplomatic delegations reciprocally, such as the official visit paid by Iranian President to Vietnam in 2016. The President of Iranian Parliament, Mr. Ali Asad Larijani, to Vietnam in 2018. Vice Chairman of Vietnam National Assembly Trien to Iran in December 2022. General To Lam, member of Party Politburo, Minister of Public Security to Iran in recent May 2023. Such a visit have proved the interest and political wills of the two countries in strengthening and accelerating bilateral relations in all walks of life, currently and in coming time.
Over the past 50 years, the beautiful traditional relationship between Vietnam and Iran has been sustained, nurtured, and constantly grown over time. That has been illustrated by high-ranking visits on another. The two parties have tirelessly consolidated, maintained positive momentum in the relationship and gained important achievements. Such records have laid the foundation for the two sides to tighten the relationships in coming times.
The friendly relationship between the Islamic Republic of Iran and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam have been beautiful, not only in recent years, but also in the past 50 years, closer and more profound. In political relation, one of the robust factors of the bilateral relation, the two countries have arranged visits to each other paid by senior leaders. On multilateral forums, the two countries always work together and support one another. The cultural exchange has achieved fruitful outcomes.
In particular, the parliamentary cooperation between the two countries is very close. The relationships between the two legislative bodies have made fruitful outcomes in recent years. President of the National Assembly of Vietnam, Mr. Vương Đình Huệ, and President of Iranian Parliament, Mr. Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, regularly send letters on special occasions such as National Independence Day, congratulations and gratitude. In the visit to Iran in December 2022, Mr. Trien Quang-Phương, Vice Chairman of the National Assembly, emphasized the enhancing further the roles of the Friendship Parliamentary Group between the two countries, strengthening member exchanges of the two parliaments. The two parliaments will continue to work closely together at multilateral parliamentary forums such as the Inter-Parliamentary Union (IPU).
The relation between National Assembly of Vietnam and the Parliament of Iran have made progressive records that have been shown in visits, meetings, and communications of the leaders of the two parliaments recently. Furthermore, the two friendship parliamentary groups of the two countries conducted meetings and worked together online and face-to-face.
On economic cooperation, Vietnam and Iran have signed agreements on general agreement on economics, cultures, and science and technology cooperations, the agreement on trade and the joint committee establishments, investment promotion and protection, and so on. Years on, the two-way trade turnover has been on the rise. In 2001, the figure was $6.5 million. Then it has been $124.5 million in 2021. Products exported from Vietnam to Iran are mainly agricultural and aquatic products, including pepper, cashew nut, tea, coffee, natural rubber products, vegetable, fruit, seafood, footwear, handicraft, and wooden products. and importer from Iran plastic, petroleum, rubbers, common metal, pharmaceutical. The two countries are trying to raise the two trade turnover to $2 billion in the time to come as trade cooperation opportunities which has potential. Today, Vietnam and Iran are the two dynamic economies in Asia with the market size of around 100 million population respectively, and advantages which complement one another. The two countries will strive for furthering cooperation for peace and development on the basis of the beautiful bilateral political and diplomatic relations. There is something in common, valuable asset and the foundation for further strengthening their political relations, enhance economic cooperation efficiencies, making the people's diplomacies closer as ever. In 2022, the socio-economic situation of Vietnam recorded important and comprehensive achievement in fields despite rapid and complicated changes in the world. As a result, the local economy has quickly recovered as one of the few countries which gained high growth pace, control over inflation, sustained macroeconomics and economic balances. Under the leadership of the party, National Assembly and government through timely and correct policies.
The National Assembly has taken actions with a far-sighted and early vision, well-preparedness on the principles of laws on pandemic prevention and control, socio-economic development, and institutions for running pilot-specific policies in the centrally governed cities and provinces. The key laws projects related to economics, society, security, and national defense.
For the time being, Vietnam has emerged as one of the most dynamic business and investment places that demonstrate a country which is trying every effort in realizing strong commitment and direction toward high-quality investment as options, moving to an independent and self-reliant economy in new contexts, and such doing have become interested by investors. In the situation, it will be a good opportunity for Iran to invest in Vietnam in terms of oil refining and petrochemical industry, thermal power, infrastructure construction, as well as a pharmaceutical industry, agriculture and aquaculture. In turn, Vietnam should further export local commodities to Iranian markets such as agriculture, food, medicines and medical equipment.
On August 2023, Vietnam and Iran will organize the 10th sessions of the Joint Committee, and this will be an important occasion for the two sides to review and evaluate comprehensively the cooperations, find out the barriers, and lay out future roadmap. Additionally, the two sides will officially sign a Memorandum of Understanding on cooperations on animal and plant protections and quarantine, creating premise for major commodities exports on the two countries respectively.
During the meetings, leaders from ministries and branches affirmed to strengthen exchanges of private sectors and businesses, actively participate in trade promotion activities, trade fairs and exhibitions in two countries to introduce major export products of the two countries.
The two countries of Iran and Vietnam can have a lot of exchange regarding export and import. Vietnam has been able to show itself in Asia as an active market with quality products for several years. If it continues like this, it can become a competitive market.
People-to-people diplomacies, promotion activities of culture, countries and people are being fostered to further enhance mutual understanding and cohesion between Vietnam and Iran. The solid foundation of traditional friendship, the growing roles and positions of Iran in the West Asia and that of Vietnam in the Southeast Asia, including enormous potentials in bilateral economic cooperation of the two countries that bring in confidence that Vietnam-Iran bilateral relations will witness more new achievements, deserving the respective potential of the two sides in line with a strong political foundation and traditional friendship that have been nurtured and promoted by generations of leaders and people of the two countries over the past 5 decades.